Now, this video is just going to be for people wondering how much it costs to go club racing / how much it costs to go endurance racing. Check this out. Not the absolute least expensive way to go club racing, but way less expensive than a 600 or 1,000. I'm riding a 14-year-old SV 650, which is easy on tires. Gets good fuel economy. It's really nothing special. It's a good bike as a race bike for those reasons. Parts are cheap. You can get used parts everywhere. I drive around in a 22-year-old van. Van keeps going. It's got 219,000 miles. It's nothing fancy. It was like $2,500. But the nice thing about a van is you can camp in it. I got a canopy on it. You can see Brian and I set up a canopy in between the vans. We make tent city, that we call it. So really a van is probably the least expensive way to do this. You can get a trailer or whatever, but a van is a cheap way to go. You can see I'm running out of room. I packed the van. I'm almost running out of room. It takes every inch of space I got in there almost to fill it up with all the wheels and tires and fuel and stuff that I take to the track. But the van is nice. I am not doing this fancy level. We don't have equipment and crew and we have some tools. We don't have fancy truck. Yeah, let's take a look at what it costs to do this. This isn't gonna be like what to expect to pay. This is gonna be what I ended up paying as a guide. I have a lot of like sprockets and spares and stuff like that some people won't have. I'm just saying this is what I paid for the season. This is how it's gonna work. I'm not counting front tires because we have a friend in Moto America paddock and we got some very low lap Dunlop super soft fronts, 0129 compound. Can't recommend enough. Good tires. And we went 2 rounds with each front tire. So we got a low lap used Dunlop. We would run that for one 4-hour race and then use it again for the next 4-hour race. And honestly, I used it for the track days before the race weekend also, because we're not wearing out front tires. We're not that fast. And I'm not counting brake pads because I have a brake pad sponsor. So you probably could get through 2 or 3 rounds with a set of brake pads. I'm not sure. It depends on the wear. And I'm also assuming no crash damage. I'm also not going to include food or beer or any of that because I would be spending money on food if I was at home or at the racetrack. So food not included in the racetrack budget. I'm eating basically the same thing. Brian and I don't go out for dinners when we're there. We just grill and eat burgers or whatever, stuff on the grill. Also, I'm not going to include the N2 track days before the race weekend because which I did those N2 track days, but that is not needed to go endurance racing. So this is just going to be purely, if you're going to go race, these are the things you should account for. If you're doing the track day, if you're buying front tires, if you're need to buy a new helmet, blah, 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 you're going to have to add all that stuff. If you need a new front sprocket, need a new whatever gearing, you're going to have to add all that. This is just trying to break it down to the bare bones of what it costs. I'm an engineer and I like spreadsheets. So you can see here is Carolina Motorsports Park. This section is van gas, so it's 1,400 miles away. The van gets 15 miles a gallon, burn 93 gallons. Just dividing these two. I'm just assuming 320 a gallon. Gas prices, whatever, fluctuate. I'm just using that number. This is just an idea. It doesn't have to be rocket science. So $300 in gas. Race gas. CMP was wet, so we burned not as much gas. 8 gallons. Gas is $8 a gallon. I use Sunoco race gas because my bike has a little bit higher compression. So you need higher octane. $64 for race gas. It's $500 entry fee for the WERA endurance race. Rear rain tire was $230. We got 6 plates. We won $150. And I'm counting oil change when I get home. That's half a gallon of oil and a filter, $30. I had a front rain tire, so I didn't need to buy one. I had one from a previous season. Roebling Road was the farthest race, so it was 1,700 miles in the van, $380. Race gas, this is the first dry race. We burned 12 gallons of gas. And actually the SV gets really good fuel economy. You can see here, we did a accurate fuel economy measurement at Roebling just to see what the bike was doing, and the SV actually gets 27 mpg on a racetrack. So the SV is economical. It's a good option for a race bike. That's at full throttle all the time. That's impressive. Good bike, SV650. So Roebling Road, we got blah blah blah. We had to buy 2 rear slicks, $250 each. That's $400. We didn't win any money because for 8th place. Oil change $30. Nelson ledges, $100 to get there. $100 race gas, entry fee. 2 rear slicks again, $430. We won $150. Pit race, a little bit closer, $100 race gas, entry fee. Only 1 rear slick, but rear slicks of 180 are more expensive, so $240. We got 5th place. We won $250. Oil change and a case of Pabst because my friend Jake came and I owed him a case of Pabst. Then at Summit, it was 1,000 miles to get there, $212. Race gas, entry fee, 1 rear slick because we only needed 1 for that race, and oil change. And if I was really going in depth, I would do the crash damage in here, but I'm just doing literally what it takes to make the grid, like at a bare minimum. I'm just saying if you have everything you need, this is what it would take. And you can see at the end of the season, we spent $5,700 and earned $700 in winnings, so came out to about $5,000. So about $1,000 a round because we went to 5 rounds. But really, can you put a price on friendship and the experiences you get motorcycle racing? No. So yeah, it's a lot of money. You can budget, if you have everything you think you need, about $1,000 a race weekend. And yeah, that's all. Any questions? Let me know below, and we'll see you next time.